Sorry, that was pretty loud.
No, not even that.
No, we're laughing because this is the first. This is going to come out January 2nd, the first of the year. So we're starting off with, you guessed it, bad energy.
Welcome back.
Happy New Year, everyone.
I guess so, huh? What?
Happy New Year to y'all. Regular. No, you know what? I'm gonna manifest Happy New Year.
That's really nice of you.
Yeah.
To manifest that. Mm-hmm. My energy. We're gonna go right off into this. My energy's so fucking haunted. What a year. What a fucked year. What a fucked year. I mean, honestly, like the past. This is legitimately the hardest year of my life. It was so good. It was so good. And then it couldn't have been better and then couldn't have been worse.
Well, here's the thing. You had an amazing first 6 months.
It was so good. I was in heaven.
Yeah. And then you had the worst last 6 months.
Yeah.
So I think life is all about balance. That sounds balanced to me.
The worst last 6 months. I mean, I was so fucking. I won't make us cut any of this. Don't worry, I'm going in here confidently.
Because no one knows how to cut it, so I wouldn't say anything you regret because it's gonna have to stay in.
I know.
Ooh,
it's gonna have to stay in. No, because we entered into the year. I was so in love. I was like, this is fucking. I couldn't be happier. And then I spent the last half of the year so fucking heartbroken, just dragging my pussy through the fucking dirt. And I like, wow, just so I don't think I've ever been more heartbroken. So bad. Just so bad. I have been crying every day for probably the last, I don't know, 6 months.
Well, I do know it has been
5
the
months,
last 6 months. No, it's been 6. But and today was no different. We love that. And
just heaven and hell. I mean, heaven and hell.
Yeah.
And that's where we're at. So hopefully,
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Right before I had started dating my ex-girlfriend, I was getting all these TikToks about like, oh my God, you don't know heartbreak until you've been through, a woman-loving woman relationship. Oh, and I'm like, I think I know heartbreak. I've dated a woman before, so I think I get it. And then I also went through a breakup this year with a human woman. And, it did something to me on a cellular level that I wish could be undone. But I don't think it can. I think this is just what it is now. Mm-hmm. And, oh my God, that was something.
So what kind of energy?
You could say it was something bad.
We've just, damn, what a year, dude. And then fucking, I feel, I don't even know if this is appropriate to talk about.
We'll think about it because #no edits.
Okay. Well, then, it's like close to the end of the year. Then we've got friends committing suicide. We've got...
Oh, don't worry. So we just had a friend, Neil Nanda, amazing comedian, amazing person.
What a year.
Committed suicide just a couple days shy of Christmas. A week before that, another beautiful soul, amazing comic, Kenny DeForest, was struck by a car on his bicycle in New York City, and then he passed away. And it just feels really good. Then over Christmas...
Both of them died in New York. So I guess the through line here is don't be in New York.
So don't worry about that. I will be in New York through the 5th through the 11th doing shows. And let's hope I come back because I've spent a lot of money on my taping I'm doing on the 13th at the Lyric Hyperion in LA.
What a year.
But over Christmas... Now, #no edits, so I got to choose my words wisely. But over Christmas...
I know, the way I'm already like, no, we have to edit that out.
Well, we're not. But some diabolical things happened in my family. I'll talk about it later on the podcast. Can't talk about it now. But all you guys need to know is every time you think, well, surely it can't get worse than this, my life just goes, oh, honey, hold my beer because I got an idea.
Yeah, you think it can't get worse? I'll show you worse.
And you just think, you go, well, I'm on the dark side of 30, aka almost about to be 31. You go, all right, your parents can't affect you like that anymore. Yes, they can.
Yes, they can.
It is worse than when I was a kid.
It is. And that's the other thing, too. We're ending the year with me cutting off my mom.
Oh, my God. Can we talk about Christmas or no?
I mean, sure. Talk about worse Christmases. Fucking talk about worse holidays. This was a bad one. This was a particularly bad one. I had to make the decision of like I can't talk to my mom anymore. That's a heartbreaking thing. Mm-hmm. But you gotta save yourself,
dude.
You gotta save yourself from your parents.
Gab and I were like crying on the phone to each other. You just got into a big fight with your mom. I felt so bad. My family was like, bring her down here. And you're like, I can't drive back down to San Diego. I literally just came up from there. And it was so...
I spent Christmas Day like sobbing in my bed thinking about all of the ways that my mother has wronged me and all of the work that I have to do. Because here's the thing.
But the content was funny, so...
Yeah, and the content was funny. And, you know, comedy plus time, or what is it? Tragedy plus time equals comedy. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know the math, but...
Equals lobotomy.
Yeah, literally it does. But here's the thing. Whenever I experience heartbreak or, you know, things that really just like fuck me up to my core, when I really just kind of pick it apart, you know, when I peel all the layers back, I go,
yeah, give it to us.
You know what all of this is?
And what is it?
This is just between me and my mom. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, all of it really is. All of the pain, all of the suffering, all like the shit, the low self-esteem, the shit that I say to myself, the feelings of unworthiness. I'm like, why? I didn't come up with this. Where did this come from? And then I go, my mom. That's my mom's voice.
Oh, of course.
So all of the anxiety, all of the things, all of the attachment things, you know, I hate to do the like, you can't blame your parents for everything. Well, yeah, you can. Now it's up to you to undo it. Mm-hmm. But what got you there? What got you to the undoing was your parents.
I hate when people are also like, don't blame your parents. It's the same people that are also like, you know, don't hook up with your coworkers. It's like, it just sounds like you're boring. Like, let me do what I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. Mm. All right, Sleazy J liked that one. Mm-hmm. Triggered. But all I know to be sure is, you know, it's no secret. You and I both have mommy issues. That's why we're so fun and perfect. But I spent my whole life being afraid of turning into my mom. And after this holiday, I go, you know what? New enemy unlocked. I'm afraid of turning into my dad. And that's all I can say at this time.
Not the new enemy.
But that is new enemy. He's no longer Mr. Chill. Or Mr. Fun.
And then you realize, too, yeah, you're like, maybe my dad wasn't that chill after all. Because that was the thing my whole life, too. I was like, my dad's the cool one.
Yeah, my dad, he's like my buddy. Oh, why is my mom yelling all the time? And then you kind of grow up and you be an adult and you go, oh, wait a minute. That doesn't seem like a good partner to me. It actually seems like something from hell.
Yeah, my mom was yelling all the time because your dad was having affairs. And then your dad's having affairs because the mom's depressed. And it's just this hamster wheel of like...
Of darkness.
Anyway.
And then the moms aren't going to take it out on the dads. And then she goes, hey, get on in here.
Yeah.
Get on in here.
Yeah, you get in the ring.
Yeah. Let me emotionally waterboard you. And I said, you know what? Mm-hmm. I'm thirsty. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so what's one positive thing that you're taking, that you can take from this year? And then what's one negative thing?
Getting back on Lexapro is a positive thing.
Okay, that's great. No, what's a negative? I know it's hard to choose, but...
Wow, what isn't the negative, you know?
Yeah.
Every other moment that wasn't me getting back on medication.
Okay.
And to be honest, I don't even know if that's working. So...
And you know what? The jury is still out, but patience is a virtue.
What was a good thing this year? I got... Yeah.
You were about to say AIDS, but okay. All I know is, let's see. A positive thing for me, my skin cleared up. And
That's nice.
I could answer more spiritually, but it's a woman's right to choose, and I choose not to. So my skin cleared up, and that's really important and beautiful for me. And then a bad thing, again, how do you choose? Kind of just everything around that. You know what a bad thing is? Posting someone and thinking that you are going to be with them forever, and then you going through a really embarrassing bad breakup. And that's something that I did. And that's why
the way that my stomach is like in knots while you say that.
A honk.
I know. It's painful. It's painful. It's really embarrassing.
Whenever I would hear people say like, oh, I'm never doing that, I'm like, okay, whatever. But here's the thing. I think we already talked about that last episode. But guess what? I'm going to talk about it every single episode until I get over it. Yeah. But
Yeah. The best part of my year, I will say, it was truly meeting.
Santa at the Grove.
It was meeting the person that I fell in love with. That was the best part of the that was the best part of the year.
Oh,
That was the best part of the year.
honey.
No.
There it is.
No.
No.
They're tears of joy.
Okay. Oh my god. A little peek behind the curtain of what.
Sometimes you don't know how much you can love somebody, and that is like a profound feeling.
That is a profound
And
feeling.
that was like, I was like, wow, it is amazing to love somebody so much. And I did not think I was capable of that. Mm-hmm. And I didn't think I was capable of being, oh my God. I didn't think,
and hashtag no edits.
I didn't think I was capable of being like a really like honest, loving partner. I really always thought I was just like this broken piece of shit. And then I experienced a relationship with somebody where I was like, oh, I love this person to the core. Mm-hmm. And it made me a good partner.
Yeah.
That was a really good part of the year.
Okay. And your lip piercing's a really good part of the year. I can't do
The lip
crying
piercing
so
is the lip piercing is the better part of the year. I'll say that.
I think
Love is profound.
and I profoundly love your lip piercing.
Me too. That was the best part.
That's a beautiful part.
I loved him so much. I still do. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. When will it end? Okay.
Hey.
And one of us is medicated, one of us isn't. And
When you believe it, I am the medicated one, and I cannot stop falling apart.
well, you did a really cute like end of year post on Insta, and I've been seeing everyone do all these like, oh, like this is the year, and like 10 pictures, and so I was like, okay. And then I was going through my favorited pictures, and all of them were depressing me. And then I went through I was just going through like some like memory thing, and then there was a bunch of crying pictures from like the month of June where I broke up with, where Virginia and I, split up, and then till probably like now, it's just so many crying pictures from like sending them to like you and Bianca, and so I was just like, that's gonna be my recap.
Oh my
snot
God.
coming down my face.
Yeah.
And then
There's
last
so
night,
many crying pictures.
and I can't believe I'm saying this, and I have time to turn it around, but I'm not going to because I'm feeling kind of crazy right now. Last night, I got a text from the world's worst ex, or world's best, because it's like a cockroach. They just won't die, and they won't metaphorically, of course, but they keep coming back. And I got a text at 2:13 in the morning from an ex, and I'm just like, you know what? Can
Not
we just
2:13.
Can we mix it up? It can't be every year.
Not 2:13.
And that's on 2:13 a.m.
Oh my God. I had to make amends to exes. And that was very freeing. That was a freeing thing. And now I'd see them around and I'm like, I can't believe I was heartbroken over you. Cannot even believe that I lost so much sleep over these guys.
And see, eventually that's what this is going to be. Okay, here's a positive, you guys. I always felt like I was too stupid to travel alone, and I just felt like I was too afraid, like to a country where I don't speak the language.
Yeah.
And I felt like that just gave me too much anxiety. I was like, that's just something I can never do. And honestly, doing that this year when I met Bianca in the Czech Republic, that honestly really boosted my self-esteem. And I feel like that, I don't know, that was like a really beautiful part. And I feel like I got a lot of the jokes that I'm doing for my special, honestly, like I wrote there. And it was like a really...
That's a really cute way to...
And it was just like nice to like see where, my bestie Anna is from, and
that's on Eastern Europe.
And that's on
Nobody should be from there.
And that's on I Can't Believe She's From There. And that's on Potatoes Every Single Day.
Oh my God.
God bless them. Potatoes, and that's that. And red peppers. But you guys, all I know is whatever year you had, I do love the beginning of years. Like, I don't care what happens. I always love the beginning of a year.
The way that I remember starting out, and it's funny because we could go back and listen. Like, I remember I had the worst New Year's Eve last year. It was so bad, and I was like, this is going to be the worst fucking year. I can't even believe it.
Okay, y'all, here's a question. Do y'all believe that how you spend your New Year's Eve kind of sets the tone for your next year?
Well, it's funny, like, okay, so the last New Year's Eve that I had, like, when I drank, I was with Neil Nanda. Oh. I was so fucked up. I was on Molly, so drunk. We were at Neil's house, and then 4 days later, I got sober, and then it was the pandemic. And I remember it was going into 2020, and we were all like, this is going to be so fucking fun. Like, new energy, new everything. Then the world shut down. We all got sick.
But you did have a good year.
Hey, it was an interesting one. Mm-hmm. 2020, what the fuck was that?
Honey, I can't. But do you think how you spend your New Year's Eve is do you think it kind of maybe does kind of set the tone?
No.
I've had a horrible New Year's Eve the last few years. I'll like be dating someone and then we get into like the most chaotic fight, and I'm really stoked to have a New Year's Eve this year where I'm just gonna be like with you and Kate, and I'm not gonna have to deal with.
Oh, you're coming to the show.
Yeah, because Kate and I are.
I will literally, and here's the thing: I will kill myself if that last show is bad. That's because we're going out on a really like I'm opening for Tim Dillon. He's one of my top three comics. I love him.
But like, now you know what to expect, so it'll be good.
We'll see. You know,
Kate and I will be laughing.
We'll see. And if that doesn't go well, see ya. Okay,
I was just talking to Bianca the other night. So I spent a week with my parents, which I do believe I should receive an award for, but because it was really difficult and it was the worst thing. But I was in, and I actually still want to cry when I talk about it. But when I was just talking to her when I got back, I was feeling so stressed and like I had like an emotional hangover from that. And I was telling her, I'm like, bitch, if I don't get this career popping this next year, I honestly think I will physically, emotionally, and everything just like actually head out.
Yeah.
Because something needs to happen. Because like we were talking, like it was so cute to chase your dreams in your 20s. It was like everyone's like, oh wow, you're really going for it. Oh, you're a comedian. Oh, cool. And you're like, yeah. And you're doing these mics, and then now you're like in your 30s. Mm-hmm. And you're still poor, and everyone's getting married. People are even getting divorced, which is cool.
Isn't that crazy?
Having kids.
People have already been married, had a kid, are getting divorced. Meanwhile, our rent just went up by 4%, and we're like, what should we do?
No, you texted me that. I don't even think I responded to it, because I said, I can't even deal with that right now.
Like...
I know, and I'm just like, yeah.
Isn't it Sweden that has the thing where you can just? It's like
I thought it was Sweden or Switzerland. It's one of those
where you can just
suicide pods.
Yes. Now imagine that, because here's the thing.
Not imagine that.
How nice, because you know when you go.
But we can't even afford to get there, so don't worry about that.
It's like I would imagine that it feels like what getting what is it when they like I want to say euthanasia. But it's not. When
euthanized?
When you get a surgery and they put you under.
Oh, anesthesia.
Anesthesia.
Yeah.
I imagine that it's like that. Like you kind of just like drift off and you're like.
Well, I think that is what it is. They release like a gas, right, in the pod.
And God, how nice would that? I see it's so much less violent than like jumping, shooting. I don't know. You know, just we're brainstorming.
Yeah. We're workshopping. Happy New Year.
Anyway, Happy New Year's, guys.
And we love that.
And maybe, you know what's crazy?
Honestly, I'm just hoping that here's the thing. It doesn't even need to be a happy new year. It just needs to be at least like an average year, because I can't do another bad year. I promise everyone in this room and anyone who's listening, I promise you I do not have another bad year in me.
Yeah, we're going to the pods.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can take me to the pods.
Then take me to the fucking pods.
You can take me to the fucking pods.
Yeah.
Because I'm not doing it.
No, I'm not doing it either. It's not it hasn't been rewarding enough yet for me to be like, you know what, let me stick this out.
But honestly, maybe I'll just go to Ireland and like raise sheep.
And maybe that's it.
I feel like that's the key to my happiness.
It could be.
Maybe.
God, this is really...
Wait, no edits.
No, I was just going to go on a depressing tangent. More depressing than it already has been.
Oh.
Well,
we do need to play this game.
We do have to play a game.
Do you want to see how you feel after? No. Okay, here's the thing, you guys. Guess what? We're back at it again. We have to play Red Flag or... No, not we have to. We get to play Red Flag or Deal Breaker. Y'all may remember this from before, but we are back again. And let me tell y'all something. We love this game. We're big fans of this game. It's fun. You can play it on a first date, last date. We love to see it. Is it working? No one knows.
With our luck. We'll see.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm literally ready.
It is up.
Whoa! Oh my God, Gab, look.
Oh my God.
Okay, if you guys are watching on YouTube or on Spotify or whatever, I just want you guys to know that this is a really cute motherfucking setup that Jeff has.
Thank
okay,
you.
Jeff.
Okay.
Thank you.
Jeff, you're hired
Yeah,
again.
this
Okay. Okay, you guys, so is it a red flag? Wait. Red flag or deal breaker or green flag? Their mouth is always slightly open. I say deal breaker. That's ugly.
I kind of would say deal breaker.
Yeah.
Kinda weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
J-Bone.
Am I in on this game?
Yeah, you're in on
Absolutely.
this.
Yes,
of
that's
course.
a deal breaker.
Yeah,
That's
right?
Okay, Jeff.
Yeah.
Your tone was kind of scary. Okay. Wow. Everyone needs to get their self-esteem up. They said just a red flag.
No, it's
No.
kind of weird if you're always hanging out with your mouth.
Ew.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
just
terrible. Like also,
Yeah.
how open is it?
Yeah,
Like slightly, like you can't fully close your mouth,
Like
or
this?
like wide open.
Can I say something?
Well,
And I hope I don't. Like, I hope this is okay to say, but it strikes me as like very unintelligent to just be walking around with just your mouth wide open. It seems lazy, it seems unemployed, and it seems ugly.
Yeah, that's a
So
perfect.
What an
Okay,
interesting.
that's my
like-
succinct
100%.
answer. Okay.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more of a red flag for how open it is too.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Because what do you do? Are you walking like?
Yeah, yeah. Like what is wrong
That's
with
kinda
your mouth?
confident.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
well, then, I mean, then you're just kind of, you're on the. If you're walking around mouth
Shocked.
agape,
You're shocked.
you're retarded.
Maybe you're in the no.
You're like Birdo.
Okay, and
I
that's
mean-
on. Gabby said she doesn't want a career. Okay.
Oh, come on.
They leave globs of toothpaste in the sink. Okay, this is Kate.
This is me. I do this.
share a bathroom with Kate, and I literally want to fucking fight this
Does
bitch.
she do the globs of
Yes,
toothpaste?
I'm like, you
I do
nasty
that
fucking
too.
bitch. Like, clean up your fucking toothpaste. Fuck
Hilarious.
off.
I do that too.
Oh my god.
But if I saw it on somebody else, I'd go, no thanks.
Yeah.
Ew, no. Why is there globs of toothpaste? Like,
It gets stuck.
You're
It
not
gets
even
stuck.
you're not even
You're not
using the
using the
toothpaste. Just dump it in the
that's
sink
why
if
your
that's
teeth
what.
be looking like
No,
cheddar
it's
cheese.
because sometimes you're brushing and it just falls out.
No, it should be on the toothpaste and put your tongue back in. You see, you're literally doing what that last thing is. Okay.
Yeah, she's mouth agape and toothpaste
Yeah, you're
lady.
like, and that's
Double
why-
red flag.
And that's why the teeth
You know,
are.
I give it a green flag.
No, because
Give it a green flag.
I'm gonna do red
You can't
flag.
green flag the things that you do.
Okay, boom,
Yeah,
red
look,
flag.
Yeah, 19 people, 4 people did. 19% of people.
Yeah, and that's retarded.
Yeah,
Okay.
well,
Globs and see no, because if you're not brushing your teeth, right, then your teeth are gonna be looking like Kraft cheese singles. Okay, they only listen to house
deal breaker. Deal breaker.
They only listen to
Nope.
yeah, no, I can't
Fuck
do
no.
only.
Yeah, that's like barely music.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
Okay, Jeff has spoken.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Wow.
Ew.
Okay.
Everybody who green flag that means you're all on Molly.
Yeah, they're all on Molly. The red flags, again, I think you really need to start making deal breakers things that are more, what am I trying to say? Basically, I think deal breakers can be things like this, and they don't have to just be like things that are like behavioral, you know?
Well, this is also a part of a bigger issue. You being a house music person
It's true.
is partly a thing that's to deal with your, Molly addiction or whatever drug
yeah,
you're
you
on.
got demons.
You
You
know.
got serious demons.
Yeah.
Okay, now
Like
here's
if you
something.
resonate with that kind of music regularly, that's
I
like
want
your
nothing to do
chill
with you.
playlist,
Yeah, I think personally, I think I'm motherfucking good.
Yeah, I want nothing to do with you.
Okay, they're a slow walker. Red flag, deal breaker, green flag.
More annoying than
Yeah, it's
anything.
more annoying.
It's like, come on.
One time I dated someone who was a slow walker, and I was really annoyed
It's annoying.
because I'm a fast
Joy is a
walker.
really slow walker.
Yeah, that's just annoying.
I know. I want
Pick
to
up your
push
fucking
her while we
feet.
walk. I know.
Okay, red flag. But I just want you guys to know that I would be out.
Wow, this is a split.
Okay, Jeff, you're kind of quiet. That means you're a fucking slow walker.
No, I'm very
it up.
fast. Are you kidding me? I got long legs, dude.
don't hit
Jeff
me.
has really
I'm
long
almost
legs.
sprinting everywhere.
Okay,
Yeah.
Jeff is mad weird
I'm
for that.
speedy,
He
yeah.
goes, oh, I'm a fast walker.
I'm very
Yeah,
fast.
he's got
All right,
long
dude.
legs. He's covering a
I
lot
take
of
3
ground.
steps and it's like
Jeff,
Yeah.
how tall are
20
you?
steps, 6'7".
Okay,
That's so tall.
I'm not even kidding. I was gonna guess 5'5". Okay, so
What the fuck? I am sitting lower than you guys, so.
That's crazy.
Okay.
But
so
I'm almost
tall.
as tall as you sitting at a lower
okay.
chair.
Jeff is talking something crazy. He has his mouth open. I don't know what's going on, but all I know is Jeff
and
is
I've had my
5'5".
mouth open this whole time too.
I know. So Gabby, you need to kind of find God and a toothbrush. Okay, they're a slow walker. That's ugly. They say they're bored multiple times a day.
Annoying. Red flag.
Huge red flag.
Maybe a deal breaker.
Let's marinate on this. Honestly, low key, I think is a deal breaker.
Yeah, it might be a deal breaker. Yeah, come on.
It sounds like you need to get your money up, and you need to get your hobbies up, and you need to fuck off.
Yeah, that's true. You need to do all of those things.
Okay, it's giving deal breaker.
You can't entertain yourself.
Finally.
Yeah.
Okay, no one said that's a green. What if someone said that was a green flag?
Yeah.
The low self-esteem in the game.
Yeah.
Okay, period. Okay, let's do one more. They regularly claim they didn't see your text.
Me.
Boo. No, when you date someone, you're on it.
Yeah, this is a huge red flag.
Well, not a deal breaker.
I mean, depending on how often are you texting them, right? Like if you're like, you didn't see my text, and it's like every second of every day.
So
like that's a red flag.
Peek behind the curtain. I'm sending a selfie when I wake up. I'm texting. I said, feet are now on the board.
Yeah, deal breaker.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, deal breaker.
Jeff said we don't even need to talk. Okay. Okay. Interesting.
I mean, I guess sometimes you can miss a text, but this seems like a. If this is a recurring problem.
Yeah, if it's a recurring problem, then I don't know. Wait, actually, I lied. We need to do one more.
Yeah.
They have your text conversation on me. Okay, that's just fucking rude.
That says something about you too.
Yeah.
You know what? Why are you getting muted?
They have your What do you think, Honk?
Well, how would you know if?
Because you could see their phone, or they tell you, and like when you text someone, it can say like so and so is on Do Not Disturb.
But I always keep my phone on Do Not Disturb. Does it?
That's different. They're saying you specifically.
If you mute one person, do they get that notification, the you have been silenced thing? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, do they? I don't know.
Like if you're on Do Not Disturb, I'm pretty sure everyone would see a notification that says this person is on Do Not Disturb.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you are like, hey, this person, don't disturb me, you know? Like it's
That's
like,
what I think it's saying.
it doesn't. I don't think Apple's like, hey, specifically they had a problem with you and they want you to be quiet.
I don't know. Apple's kind of a snitch like that. Like we were talking about how
Apple's
if you
nasty.
unsend a text,
it tells you.
notifies you. It's like, come on, man.
I know.
Yeah, be cool about it.
Be fucking chill.
Yeah, they're not chill. But no, if you're dating somebody that has your conversation on mute, fucking no, dude.
Deal breaker?
Deal breaker.
Who the fuck said it's a green flag? Okay, y'all.
Somebody with a weird attachment style.
I think this might have been someone ugly because you guys don't understand what's going on, but that's not a green flag. It's a little bit funny, but it's mostly a deal breaker.
Yeah, you had to. No, come on.
The green flags are the people that are like, it's happening to them.
No, period.
You know, they're like, oh, it's cool because I do that.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Okay,
They're trying
guys.
to justify their behavior.
So here's the
That's
tea.
so true.
You're going to go to the App Store. You're going to look up RFDB. That's this app. And you can play it with literally anyone. It's fun. Look at how much fun we just had. We're literally gagging, choking down literal
a laugh a minute.
Honey,
we can't stop.
We're literally fucking blessed to be here. And here's the thing. It used to cost money. High key, I downloaded it. It didn't cost me a goddamn thing. So literally go to the App Store. We love that. You can also submit your own. And that's on red flags or deal breakers.
It's true. That's true.
Oh my god! Don't
Nice.
look at my screen anymore.
I got it.
And we started off the first half of this podcast talking about suicide, and we'll get right back into it.
Okay, you guys.
Okay,
Yeah, because it's the worst holidays. And here's the thing: we were supposed to have this filmed before, so we weren't starting off the year with atrocious energy. But you know what? If there's one thing we're gonna be to y'all, it's motherfucking consistent, honey.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really what it is and what it isn't. Worst holiday stories. I mean, I got a few right off the dome.
Here's what I'll say too: holidays make you extra depressed.
They can, yeah, they can. It's a very sensitive time of year.
Yeah, it's a
Everything
nightmare.
is very heightened. You're very stressed, and it's all about the company you keep. And I mean, you had probably one of the best Christmases known to man this year.
My dad got uninvited from the Christmas dinner because he can't stop saying racist things. My mom
And teaching valuable lessons.
Wait, who's teaching valuable
My dad
lessons?
taught my 3-year-old nephew to say no fat chicks.
So insane. 3-year-old. He's 3 years old, and Pop said,
"Hey Elvis, no fat chicks." So my dad did get uninvited from Christmas dinner. Mm-hmm. My mom is a textbook narcissist, and here we are.
yeah. Fa la 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 la. Here's what I'll say. Can't say much. I will say this Christmas, my cousin decided to call me. She was on speakerphone. I was sitting next to my mom. She started saying some wild things that were definitely just meant for my ears. Didn't know that was going to be coming out. Anyways, we all learned a lot. Some would say too much. Others might argue it was just enough. But things were learned. Things are now out in the open. So that was a nice unboxing, if you will. But I will say, Eli, my brother, wasn't with us for Christmas this year because he was with his GF, and that's fine. But this Christmas, it wasn't the worst one. But I'll tell you guys something. As we know, I got a wild uncle, Uncle Rick, if you will. And shout out to him.
Mr. Finger Rick.
Mr. Finger. I hate to say this, but I'm pretty sure he does listen to this podcast because he was making comments about it at Christmas, and that was kind of a fun thing because we do bring up Christmas Eve 2018 all the time.
Why is he called Mr. Finger?
Honestly, thank you, Jeff, because let's get into it and then let's get out of it. So...
Wait, what is this still doing on the screen?
Oh, my bad.
Wait, should we FaceTime it? No, okay.
No. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah. Gabby said, hashtag no edits. Okay, you guys. So... so Jeff, so Christmas Eve 2018, I am at my grandmother's house in San Diego, and I'm with my boyfriend at the time, my brother, my mom, my dad, grandma, uncle, and we're all there, and it's probably about like 11 p.m. and we're all sitting around not the campfire. We're all sitting in the living room with the fire going, watching the movie Bird Box with Sandra Bullock. It's a classic. And we're watching it, and now my uncle, he's medicated. I just want to say that he is medicated now. This is pre-medication, pre-healthy relationship with drugs and alcohol. So he's in the kitchen running around. I think a few N-words are dropped, as you do on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And then we're kind of just the game that you have to play with him is just staying strong and ignoring everything that he's doing. So we're white knuckling it, just watching the TV. Then he starts calling my grandmother's friends and starts like shit talking my mother. And again, we're all just like kind of like we start looking around at each other like, okay, getting a little wild. Then he starts going up to us and he keeps like, I'm sitting at the couch or on the couch at this point, and he keeps walking up and he keeps poking me and he's like, boop, boop. And I'm like, Jesus fuck. Okay. And then he'll go up to people and be like, quack, quack, like making these noises again.
Wait, how long ago was this?
Christmas Eve 2018.
Okay.
So
he's booping you?
Yeah, like boop and quack, quack.
Yeah.
How old is he?
He is, I think, 2 years younger than my dad, 18 months younger than my dad.
Okay. Yeah, they got right into it.
Yeah, got right into it. And then as you do. So finally, I can't really take it anymore. I'm reaching my wit's end. So I go and I sit in the armchair that's by the fireplace. So my grandma's sitting in a chair right by the TV. Then there's my dad, the couch where my boyfriend, brother, and mom are sitting, and then I'm in the chair. And then Rick is just casing the place kind of manically. Then all of a sudden,
booping everything.
Boop, boop, boopity boop. Boop, 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 boop. The movie starts getting climactic, as did our family movie night. So he walks up to me and he's just standing over me. And I'm like looking at him, and then I'm like, what, Rick? What? And then I'm just trying to stay like dead focused on the TV. And it all happened so fast and low-key.
Tears streaming down your face because you just want to watch Bird Box.
Well, the
You're
tears
exhausted.
came later. And so just trying to watch Bird Box. Again, he's standing over me, and he's not like a tall man by any means. He's probably he probably actually is 5'5", and so he's just standing right by me. And then, at the speed of light, he darts his fingers to my pussy area, and I just get up screaming, and I leave the room. My brother and my dad tackle him to the ground. Someone calls the police. I was not in the room, so I think like a fight broke out. The police comes. My uncle starts pretending that he had Tourette's. And the police are like, how old are you? How old are you? To me. And then I was like, I'm 25. And they were like, oh, we thought you were 16. Well, we can't take him away if you're of age. And I was like, yeah, what? Anyways, so then we drive back up And then my dad's like, fuck this, Christmas is canceled. So then we put all the presents in the car.
Stop.
And then my uncle's like, no, and then runs away to his room or something. And then
Runs away to his room.
Yeah, and because he lives with my grandma.
Yeah.
And then my grandma's upset. And then we leave, and then we celebrated at Denny's.
So what would you say was worse, this Christmas or 2018?
I mean, 2018 we were all together as a family.
That
so
is
probably
nice.
God,
That is
this
really
was
nice.
probably worse.
Fuck, dude.
But I just saw him
That
this
is nice.
Christmas. Honestly, well, maybe that's fucked up. I was going to put a picture of him and my dad on the screen, but maybe that's wrong.
You said that was better than this Christmas?
Jeff, I'm being mildly funny.
Oh my God. Okay.
But I mean, no, that was like a really fucked Christmas, and it took a lot, like many years for me to even be in the same room with him again. But now he is medicated. He did apologize.
All good.
And he doesn't, he hasn't fingered me since. So
Nice.
kind of chill.
That is kind of chill.
Wow.
So I know that everyone's jealous right now, but all I know is that was a little peek behind. I got like 17 more Uncle Rick stories, but
Yeah.
honestly, love and light to him.
I don't have any
Unk stories?
unks trying to finger me stories. No.
Guess you're not a baddie like me.
I guess I'm not. Guess I'm not. I wasn't a hot kid though, or a hot 25-year-old even.
Fuck. Well, go spend some time around around your unks and see if you can tempt
No,
them.
Uncle Al is not going to be trying to finger me.
Wait, I think I met him at your cousin's. The one who has glasses?
I don't have a cousin with glasses.
Not a cousin with an uncle with glasses.
Yeah, he has glasses.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I met him.
Probably did.
Yeah, he doesn't strike me as the fingering type.
No, he's not a fingering type.
Yeah.
He's too conservative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seemed like a professor or something.
He's a lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was picking up on something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're picking up on lawyer vibes.
Yeah.
That's not to say that lawyers don't try to finger their
Oh, I'm sure lawyers
nieces,
finger.
but
Yeah, let that be known. We're not trying to offend anyone. Like, I'm sure lawyers love to finger. Mm-hmm. But
and your brother's a lawyer.
yeah. Wow. I guess this is a new conversation topic. I'll give him
Should we get into the fucking stupid stories?
Yeah, you start this time because I started last
I'll say
time.
this, you guys. Sometimes you really win and sometimes you really lose. We're starting the year off with losing.
Ah! Okay, Honk is not a fan of the stories, but let's see if they give
I
a
read a
24.
few and I said, what the fuck is this? So I hope this is a good one. This is a long one, so please God, let this be a good one.
It's not from a robot this time, right?
We'll see.
Oh my God, you guys, if you're on the Patreon, then you already know. But for those of you that are poor, then you don't understand. But on Patreon, a robot wrote in a story, and it was the worst thing that we've ever read or experienced
It was
in our
such
lives.
a bad.
Gabby was excited about it, though.
People on Patreon got mad. Like, some girl was like, what the hell?
Don't waste our time with stories like this.
Honestly, I was right there with her.
So, okay. The title of this has me, so let's see if
Okay.
it can follow through.
Okay.
In all caps. He had cops called to my parents' house Christmas Day. So let's see. When I was 18, I dated a 23-year-old scrub for six-ish months and some change.
Okay.
Second person I had ever been with. Before giving me the clap, which was not a routine checkup, didn't know that had severe symptoms, and idly standing by, able to help. Oh, God damn it, I'm already mad. What the hell? And idly standing by, able to help, but always finding a reason not to, then shipping himself off to basic training, which he failed due to a minor injury he milked until they let him go, was miraculously fine upon his return, apparently.
Okay, so he...
I don't
Okay.
know. Yeah.
Okay.
So she got chlamydia or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clap to clap.
I don't know what's going on. Okay. As I suffered for 3-ish months, unable to afford testing treatment, before finally caving and asking my best friend, along with my other friend, who was my crush at the time, to loan me money and help go behind my Christian parents' back to get it fixed. I didn't have a car nor a job at the time. There was Christmas. So your scrub boyfriend gave you the clap. You couldn't do anything about it for 3 months. So now basically what I'm hearing is you're infertile. That shit wreaks
Jesus.
havoc on your, what is it called?
You old mental.
Oh my God, your fertility. Wow.
Gabby?
What's it called?
You're having a stroke.
reproductive system.
Okay, and I love that.
Run-on sentences. My bad.
Okay, no,
you.
not you knowing that you're writing like shit and then you go, oh, my bad.
But it's also what that relationship felt like. Marathon of nearly comical bullshit. Anyway, we had a trip planned for the week before Christmas to drive to Arizona. That's your first mistake.
Screaming.
And visit his dad for the holidays. Honestly, going to Arizona is worse than having chlamydia.
Honestly, here's something. Every time my family and I have gone to Arizona to like visit the family out there, there's always an even bigger fight than normal. It's like diabolically bad.
Arizona's such a bad state.
Arizona is a really bad state.
It's a really bad state.
Sorry, sweetie.
So, okay, you go to Arizona for the holidays. This was my first time outside Louisiana, the Gulf states, and I was stoked. As we crossed the Texas border, oh God, you drove. Oh yeah, you said you drove. Okay. As we cross the Texas border, he informs me he will be turning off his phone until we get back home because he doesn't want to deal with his mom, grandma bothering him.
Okay.
Why are they bothering him, you ask? Well, unbeknownst to me, he was specifically forbade from going on this trip in the truck he was paying off, but did not own from his aunt.
What?
He was not supposed to travel in this truck that he was paying off to his aunt. I, still being quite bright-eyed and just happy to be there, resigned to letting it go / him dealing with that. As we were already so far into the trek. His dad paid for our midway overnight hotel stop, and we continued on, arriving smoothly. Okay, so you're avoiding your family because essentially you've like stolen this truck. He had warned me about the fucked kind of person his dad was, so I was honestly prepared for the worst when we got there, but still super excited to see the state. And okay, again, no. Mm-mm. And happy he wanted me to meet his family. Well, to my surprise, the week went great. Okay. We had good conversation, family meals, family outings, met family friends. The dad and his wife and their kids seemed to like me, etc. All was chill. One of the few things we packed for was visiting Flagstaff, as I had never seen real snow. We bought ski pants, whole 9 yards. We also talked about it with his family several times from when we got there until the day of. And I'm pretty sure he mentioned it to his dad before we even came. We were told under the assumption they would accompany us. The day comes, and as we are getting ready, his dad tells us him and the kids, are going to either the shooting range or a driving range for golf instead. Can't quite remember which. We said, that's okay, and we'll manage by ourselves. I'm telling y'all, as a hyper-aware person who grew up in a tumultuous household, I instinctively look for signs of parents or anyone being unhappy, unsatisfied with something. Can find them even when they're not there, but I picked up nothing. His dad casually just shrugged and said something agreeable. Yes, this will come up later on, but on we go. Okay, so they're supposed to go to Flagstaff with the family. The family bails.
They should have gone to Sedona.
That's true.
Yeah.
Flagstaff, ew. As the week is wrapping up, my boyfriend comes down with something. This is the same guy that gave you chlamydia, okay. I can confidently say he is the second most dramatic person I have ever met, behind my true ex of all exes. For 2 to 3 days, he was nearly in tears, crouched in the fetal position, rags on the head, had me shoulder him to the bathroom and hold him up while he puked, waited on hand and foot. I'd never really dealt with man flu before, and while I could tell it wasn't that bad, I was 100% there for him. Okay, so we finally pack up and say our goodbyes, and back home we head. Well, the last day or so we were there, I started feeling what he had. And worst of it came on the road. It sucked, but Def wasn't worth all his grief. I objectively had it worse than him because I definitely had more coming out of me on top of us traveling through it. Remember how I said his dad... Oh, God, you guys. Remember, I miss the stories where they would just get right back and just jump right into...
Stop.
Okay, sorry. Remember... I mean, this better get explosive.
I swear to God. Okay.
Remember how I said his dad paid for our hotel coming in? He was originally paying for flights, then insisted he pay for both hotel stays coming in and going when he found it was too expensive. I was paying my way for food and extras, and they made it seem like a holiday gesture, so I didn't really think much of it. He made it sound like his dad was super well off, just stingy. So a few hours before we get to the hotel, he needs to hit up his dad about it. Using my phone for this, as his was still shut off. My stomach keeps rumbling.
That was me last episode.
Oh my God. No response. We get closer. He gets worried. After a couple hours and several missed calls, unanswered texts, the wife finally texts us back saying his father will not be paying for the hotel because he is pissed off. Why? Because he wanted to go to Flagstaff and we went without him. That his feelings were very hurt and he didn't feel like we deserved it. Okay, now we're getting dark. She dead ass says, see if they'll take your ski pants as payment.
What?
She dead ass says, see if they'll take your ski pants as payment. Oh, the hotel.
Okay.
Because the dad wouldn't pay for the hotel. So she's like, see.
Okay.
Okay, like they're like
This
some
wouldn't have
kind of
happened in
barter
Sedona.
system. Yeah.
Okay.
I will never forget that shit, LMAO. Mind you, this woman had been nothing but motherly all week. There's something sinister happening. And we spent every day and night with them except for that one. Felt like a horror movie Twilight Zone episode. So little 18-year-old me has to call up my dad at 10 p.m. from Texas and try to explain the situation in a sane way / get money for the hotel. Since, old boy couldn't fit the bill and I am just trying not to puke my guts out every few miles at this point.
Oh, no.
We get into our room. He immediately passes out as I enter full-on swing of this virus. Jesus. Of course, he was like, I have to go to sleep. Mm-hmm. Around 3 or 4 a.m., I am still going and managed to clog the toilet. Hell yeah. Still don't know how. Cruel fate. I try to get myself over it, wait it out, but eventually I stir him and ask if he'd accompany me to the lobby breakfast area to use the bathroom. Not because I was too weak, but I was very tired and still super upset. Because I didn't want to navigate this hotel alone, and I was embarrassed to be around people in my current state. After pampering him the latter half of the week, what's this wretch do? Guilts me about it. Says he doesn't want to. Moans and gripes the whole elevator ride. Asks if I really need him there, etc., etc. Blocked it out after a certain point because I honestly could not wrap my head around the last 10 hours. Okay, this guy's a fucking nightmare. And I will say the story could have been condensed a lot, but that's okay. So yeah, we make it through the night. And I love you, thank you. But
and you know what? Here's what I love. I love a communicative queen.
Yeah, and you are that.
And you know
that
what you
good.
said? You said, let me lay it out for you.
So yeah, we make it through the night and get back to my parents' house in Baton Rouge, like December 20th or so, I'd say. Close enough to Christmas for my parents to be okay with him staying until Christmas Day. Through the insanity, I still hadn't forgotten about the phone truck thing, but he kept telling me it was fine every time I brought it up. What I didn't mention before was that his aunt, who he was buying the truck from, was a police officer in Thibodaux.
Okay.
Almost 2 hours away from Baton Rouge. Christmas Day comes, and the dumb fuck finally turns his phone back on, is immediately hit up by mom, grandma, aunt, demanding that he bring the truck back, or his nanny's buddies in Baton Rouge would be called. I guess he called her bluff. I don't know. A lot of this came out after the fact and was from his perspective, so I'll never know for sure. We do our family stuff with mine, get back to the house, and as we are drinking cocoa and camping off the day, bangs at the door. Who might it be? Our boys in blue, giving him the ultimatum of hauling the truck back down south or coming with them for vehicular theft, which he thankfully complied with. Needless to say, Merry Christmas. Bonus facts.
Oh.
Please, God, I hope they're good. Like I said, the STI thing happened after this, basic training after that, and me dumping him via snail mail a couple months later because I finally woke up. My mom found these test results a few years later. I moved out, called me to drop some slut shaming me about it. Anytime he said a word that wasn't inherently English, like Spanish or Cajun, he was neither or was the most male version of both. He would throw the most horrible, exaggerated accents on them. He had what I'd honestly consider a fetish for coming inside a woman. I let him do it once on that trip, and thank God never again. He used a blue ball tactic on me. I could probably add so much more to this entry, but this has been long enough. I will spare y'all. Thank you. I know the bulk of it was not holiday related per se, but I cannot come into this season at 29 years old without looking back on that time. What the fuck was I thinking? But I do hope I can return to Arizona soon with wiser eyes. It was really cool. No, see, here's your first mistake, is wanting to go back to Arizona.
Yeah, that seems like the wrong takeaway, and that really frustrates me on like a deep spiritual level, but I like everything else.
No. Do you?
No.
So, here's the thing. I will say that is a haunting relationship with a man. What a fucking nightmare. Now, that story...
Yeah.
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 And it was... I get it.
It was a story.
It was a story, and I get it.
Legally, it was a story. Yeah.
And that's...
And we're grateful.
And we are so grateful. And my brain is mush. So, thank you.
Yeah, say it again.
Yeah, I don't know.
Say thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My stomach is fucking rumbling
It's giving
around.
rumbly tumbly, and that was me last time.
Okay.
Now here's something.
Yeah.
I, for the most part, was really present during that, but then I started feeling guilty that I talked about Uncle Rick, and I started feeling stressed out, and then I realized that it doesn't matter because we can't edit anything out, and I love that. And
And it all adds,
And
you
then
know?
you're going to watch this back and go, oh, I wish I didn't cry there. And I'm going to say,
Yeah.
oh, it's a damn shame that it's not getting edited out. Okay, now here's the thing. And speaking of not getting edited out, that story's in here permanently, and we love that. Now, here's something for you guys.
The way that story is going to live on for eternity until planet Earth is blown to smithereens, that
Which is
story will
actually
be
coming
accessible.
really close. Because did you know, you guys, actually, I saw this was really actually something really fun and cool.
Please.
The sun has a huge, large tear in it right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, now what does that mean for us?
That the star could explode.
Oh, really?
The sun could explode.
Oh,
yeah.
thank God.
Yeah. So
Like in like, but what when they
Time's
say
up.
this, it's always like it's going to be millions of years from now. It's not going to be in like 10 years.
So airplanes could start getting sucked out of the sky. Basically, what happened in
Oh.
that Julia Roberts movie that just came out that Obama produced could start happening here.
Obama produced a movie. Look at him.
I know.
Look at our star.
I said okay, and
Yeah.
he just dropped his playlist. Kind of sad, kind of weird.
Really?
Yeah. Our king is going through it. Okay, anyways. And that's on Syrian bombs. Okay, anyway, so here's what it is. Here's what it isn't. Subject. Crazy lesbian aunts, New Year's Eve shitting themselves in SpongeBob boxers.
Now we're talking.
Now that's someone who just wrote the entire story in the subject.
Now we're talking.
If you legally wanted me to, we could move on because that's what it is and what it isn't.
Yeah.
But because I'm feeling generous,
Mm-hmm.
we can keep it pushing. Hello, my gorgeous honks. I fucking love you both so much. I'm going to sob if you guys read this. Honey, don't. Okay, for backstory, these are aunts of my cousin, not me directly, so I can proudly say I don't share too much relation here. Thank God. Why? Because they're gay. Lesbian aunt 1 is Kiev. Lesbian aunt 2...
Not Kiev. Triggering.
Kiev. Lesbian aunt 2 is Joe. They are a couple.
Kiev.
Kiev.
Like Ukraine.
Yes, Gab. Like Ukraine. Speaking of Ukraine... Wait, we're going to get into this
Please.
story really quick. You guys...
Speaking of Ukraine.
Wait. Because I actually need to get this off my chest.
Yeah.
And you watched it too. The Curious Case of Natalia Grace. All y'all need to go... Literally turn this off right now and go watch that fucking case.
If you want tea, that's the tea.
If y'all want motherfucking tea... Now talk about a worse holiday.
Yeah.
Poor Natalia.
I can't believe that she didn't get as much press as like Gypsy Rose.
I can't believe that. Well, it's because she's not on... She needs to get, like, on social media.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, people need to start talking about Natalia Grace. That is
true.
the craziest thing. That makes what happened to Gypsy Rose look normal. Okay, you guys, let's get back into it. So it's giving Kiev and Joe. This is New Year's Eve 2003/2004. My cousin's family was hosting what was supposed to be a wholesome New Year's Eve family game night. Well, Kiev and Joe arrive, and immediately Kiev loudly announces, "It's my turn to get shit-faced."
Yeah.
That's just what I think of Kiev. Come on!
Come on, Kiev.
So I'm picturing Kiev with really short hair, bad tattoos,
Okay.
and like a sleeveless jersey, and then like
I could see that.
and then
sleeveless
like
jersey.
sweatpants.
Okay.
And then she literally did Everyone is playing Cranium, amazing game by the way, as a family, and she keeps interrupting, calling the game gay. Okay, I would eat keep out from the back. I'm obsessed. Okay, ironic, but okay, go off, queen. Yeah, she said, keep this gay shit away from me. She also kept asking if there were stairs outside because she forgot and was scared. I'm just as confused as you are. No, honestly, I get it. But I guess she was so drunk she wanted to prevent falling down the front steps. Meanwhile, Joe plants her ass down at the dinner table and keeps slamming back martinis until she projectile vomits all over herself and the table.
Hell yeah.
Mind you, this is all happening in front of many small children. And then all the men of the family come to help lift her from her seat. Yes, multiple grown men were required for this task. My cousin and his dad then proceed to take make a human wall around their grandmother so she couldn't see what was happening. When they brought Joe to the bathroom, she urinated and shat in her pants.
Nope, stop.
Okay, and that's on Sloppy Joe. Yo!
These people have the energy of the girls in high school that would wear the Cookie Monster pajama pants.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. Go to the bathroom. So she urinated and shat in her pants. That's on Double Winner. Upon seeing this, they also discovered she was wearing SpongeBob boxers.
Yeah,
SpongeBob
girl.
fucking boxers. Fashion icon.
Okay.
And I guess that's that. Whoa.
Can't believe we got the light.
Okay, we just got the light.
Just letting you know.
Whoa!
Sorry.
You guys.
No, thank God.
Jeff said
My
the
bad.
second the Dyke story came out, Jeff said, "Yeah, I'm from Florida and I didn't do that gay shit around here,
No.
Playboy."
And here's the thing.
Well, I literally munched Jeff. Okay. Fucking Jeff.
This is an interesting way for the first episode. What is that? Are we at an hour? What was that?
Yeah, it's at, you got about 4 minutes.
Jesus.
Are we actually serious?
You guys, sorry
we
about
read
this
one
episode.
story. Okay, and here's how bad I am with time. I literally, I'm like, have been looking at the clock. I'm like, okay, 15 minutes left. Okay,
Go.
20 minutes left. And then Jeff said, it's giving 4.
Move over to Patreon.
Okay, 4 minutes. Do you have a quick one?
Uncle Dick and Dead Dog made me piss in the couch Christmases. Okay. I have 2 short worst holidays. Feel free to choose one or other or both. Well, we're gonna go with both.
Okay.
Uncle Dick, my late great uncle Dick, he insisted on being called that. That's really something else. Spent Christmas with us when I was 7. He was somewhat estranged from the family. It's because everybody was so sick of being forced to call him Uncle Dick.
Yeah, literally.
But my mom's dad died when I was 3, so I understand that maybe she wanted a connection to her dad's younger brother. Oh, by the way, he was racist. Quick aside. Now, I really don't remember that much of it, or him, but apparently he had night terrors where he'd scream bloody murder in a dead sleep. I grew up in a ranch house, so he was staying in the basement directly under my parents' bed, screaming. He woke them up every night for a week screaming from night terrors. This is you.
Bah!
On Christmas Day, my mom woke up and turned to my dad to wake him up and said, "What if he died?"
Oh.
Okay.
What if, girl?
What if?
That's us.
When I was 16, 2008, we had to put down my childhood dog on Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas. You hear that?
Yeah.
She had been misprescribed a dosage of kidney medication that was written for a dog 10 times her size. Oh, this is so sad. A dog 10 times her size, and she had full-on kidney failure. We were devastated. Okay, that's hauntingly sad. It was a pretty sad Christmas. On Boxing Day, let's say you're English, me, my parents, sister, and sister's now husband, decided to play a game of Cranium.
Okay, wait.
It was my mom's turn.
Cranium is like a hot thing.
It was my mom's turn, and the card she pulled was him, the then,
What?
to Rock the Casbah by The Clash.
Rock the Casbah.
Now I have to say that I am someone who is always drinking water. Hydrated queen. My bladder was already full. Hearing my mom trying to hum the tune. Oh, that's what you meant to say. Hum the tune of Rock the Casbah. Okay. Hearing my mom trying to hum the tune was like that scene in Young Frankenstein where Peter Boyle, as the creation, is performing Putting on the Ritz. I don't know this. All of us were melting down with laughter, but I had to pee so bad at this point that I started peeing. I could not stop it, no matter how much I tried. Everyone was still laughing at my mom, and I was panicking on how to escape reality. I suggested we take a break, eat some... Okay,
You should have pretended to have a seizure.
why didn't you just be like, hey, you guys, I'm fucking pissing my pants? I guess not every family, though, is...
Not every family is as open, and that, to me, seems very foreign.
I mean, me too. I'm like, why wouldn't you just be like, you guys, I really have to pee. I'm peeing my pants.
Okay, Jeff is pissed. Are we at time?
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
well.
we should be. Everyone was still laughing at my mom, and I was panicking on how to escape reality. I suggested that we take a break, eat some Christmas cookies, and everyone agreed. They all got up. I ran upstairs and threw my sweatpants and underwear into the washing machine, took a shower, and hid under my covers. Girl,
Didn't you piss on the fucking couch?
also, yeah, it ain't that big of a fucking deal.
Yeah, it's not like you shit.
And even if you did, that'd be fucking funny.
Well,
Can you imagine? Even my mom and my sister find me and collapse on top of me in fits of laughter, like laughing so hard they couldn't make a sound or breathe. I didn't
That
leave
would
my
be funny
room
if they
for a
peed
full
on
24
you.
hours. I was so humiliated.
girl, you're fine.
Girl,
And
you're
this is
literally
from someone
fine.
who literally hates bodily functions.
Well,
Okay, honestly, that was okay. Really quick, 10 out of 10 romantic kiss. Hi, honky, honker, honkertons. One year during a beautiful, snowy New Year's Eve, my ex-boyfriend and I, who were both 19, were hanging out in his friend's basement, where the only thing to drink was lukewarm Bud Light.
Yum.
Music was only playing from someone's phone speaker, and the room smelled vaguely of cat piss. Lee's apartment. As the clock struck midnight and we all counted, I sat next to my ex-boyfriend and we did not kiss. The end.
and that was somehow the best story of
And
them
that
all.
was somehow the best thing I've ever. I almost said written. The best thing I've ever
So
read.
what I love about this episode is that our listeners are going to be so excited. They're going to be like, oh my God, yes, a new episode of Tea Time. And they're going to hear that and they're going to be like, unsubscribe.
They're gonna honestly. Here's the thing, you guys. I think I am getting medicated in 2024.
Are you actually?
Yeah, I am.
What are you going to get on?
Something that makes me not cry all the time because there's something wrong. I can't be this sad all the time.
Are you
But-
thinking like antidepressants?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just seems to be like a chemical thing. But all I know, you guys, is
Don't worry, I'm medicated and I still cry every day.
yeah. So maybe I'll just keep raw dogging it. But anyways, you guys, that's been our app, and we love you. And if you didn't like this episode, I honestly get it, but I honestly kind of did. So that's on no edits. Love you guys.
Yes, and if you subscribe to our Patreon,
Wrong camera, sweetheart.
yeah, subscribe to the Patreon.
Either one works.
Look at that.
If you're talking into the camera, I'll leave it on that one.
But we always end talking to them on this one.
Okay.
So, Jeff.
What
I
do
like
I know
how you're
about
looking
it?
at this one and then pointing at this one.
Wait, where? No, I'm looking
You're-
at you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna fucking shit myself.
Don't.
And the way that if I shit myself, I'm just gonna sit here and not even move. Sorry, Jeff. And what else?
I'll write in this show and be like, you guys shit on my podcast video.
And then I'm gonna request money from you. And okay, next week we have insults. We're getting a lot of emails for that, so keep them coming, you guys. And that's all I have to say.
I just got the worst text. We're going to unpack it on Patreon. Okay,
Please.
love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.